We started the third day of our trip, kind of exhausted, still trying to adjust to the time differences and the fact that they still haven't delivered our luggage to us. We saw cities and fortifications of old medieval towns throughout our ride, which was quite interesting and fun. After about 2 hours, we arrived in Pisa and got to take this small train over to the old city where we got to visit classic and well-known structures. We even had a chance to play that classic game, Where's Grampy? When the boys pushed the tower over on top of my head, it really hurt. And then we got in big trouble when we straightened out the tower. They tried to kick us off the whole tour, but because we didn't have our luggage yet, they showed us some mercy and bought us some gelato. After leaving Pisa, we got back on our comfortable air-conditioned coach where we enjoyed more sights, including this Roman aqueduct along the side of the road, along with many other interesting structures and evidence of their agricultural expertise. After arriving in Florence, we got to visit many of the interesting sites, including this overlook of the entire city where we could see the Arno River Valley and the Duomo and other churches. What a great time. We even had another chance to play Where's Grampy? That evening for dinner, the bus took us back downtown and let us off a few blocks away from this interesting square where our dinner was being held. We had visited this square many times on previous trips, including to buy leather goods, and we finally got a chance to go inside this church. The dinner was fabulous. We had some sea bass, which Hunter loved, and plenty of wine to help celebrate the occasion.
Pears, kiwi, bread, old meat, cheese, something to spread this on, green beans and rice.
Just like an American breakfast, huh?
Sure.
Good morning. There he is.
Why, hello there. Welcome to Florence. This is our bathroom. It's worth a lot more money than the last one.
What's this thing to the left of the toilet?
That's a bidet. It shoots water in your butt. Follow me. This is the cool desk. This is where we keep our clothes. Because that's how rich people do it. Then we have the wonderful view from our window.
Wow, is this Florence?
This is pure Florence at its best. Look at all those pipes on the ground. That's how it works. This is the bedding. The captain's quarters, if I may. They're worth a lot of money. See these sheets? Smell like gold. And then you go over here and you see the Pellegrino and the Aquafina. That shows you that it's a rich hotel. Then you get all the clothes and stuff in here. Because we're washing clothes in the sink.
After the delicious breakfast, we had a chance to go visit one of the most famous works of art that exist in the world at the Gallery di Academy and the Differenza. many other interesting works of art, including other sculpture and paintings at this museum, but this fine musical collection, mainly from the Medici family, was very interesting to visit. The Duomo in Florence was done by the famous architect Filippo Brunelleschi around 1300. The baptistry next door had a very interesting door. The medieval city center in Florence is just packed full of interesting sculptural artwork. The stone streets in Florence were beautiful and very functional. Just around the corner was this medieval bridge and these statues of famous geniuses from Florence. We then walked the medieval streets over to the Basilica of the Holy Cross and visited inside the church where many famous people are buried, and then enjoyed lunch just off the square.
So the flavor is 7, but how it doesn't fall apart, 7.5.
After lunch, we found a taxi driver and implored him to get us back to our hotel as quickly as possible. That afternoon, the boys enjoyed a massage and a nice swim in the rooftop pool where you could see many of the very interesting downtown Florence landmarks. That afternoon, we traveled by way of our comfortable air-conditioned coach up to the San Gimignano. We enjoyed the medieval streets, the squares, did quite a bit of shopping where we tried to replace some of the clothing that was missing since we still haven't learned where our luggage was. When I checked on it, we did learn that 2 more pieces of luggage somehow made it into the country, but we haven't seen any of our luggage yet. That evening found us having a delicious dinner at a local winemaker's home. We got to visit the vineyards and the olive trees in this beautiful part of Tuscany.